right. Another episode of the Podemic podcast. Today's guest is Felicia, my sister, my closest sister. How you doing? Don't be embarrassed. It's good. How you liking that drink so far? It's good. It's gonna make you relax a little bit. You're gonna be like, you're just be spilling all the beans. You're gonna tell all the CIA secrets.
I'm worried.
You're a CIA agent. So how things going?
I'm shaking.
Don't be shaking. Drink your thing.
I must have been shaking earlier because Scylla's watching me and she told me to hold something up. And I held it up and I didn't know, and she said I was shaking. And I go, man, if I ever get like that, just put a bullet in my head. Well, she goes, I will. She can't bear the thought of me getting up there, getting old.
What?
Yeah, and I go,
you're not even that old. Do you feel old?
I feel old, but I don't know how the kids are going to handle that when I get old. Old. They're not going to handle it too well because they have this perception. I think they have this perception of me that...
What's old to you? Like 50 and above?
No, like old where...
Like you're decrepit?
Where I'm like... What did I tell her?
You need a wheelchair and shit?
Yeah. Like I was
like a little scooter?
Come here. Like I started talking like I was old. And
just imagine you on a scooter and chasing them. That's enjoyable to me. I'm going to be chasing Malia around. Like, beat me, motherfucker. Give me some shit. I need my chips and salsa.
I can't even imagine us being there either because that's weird.
It happens. I mean, if you think about it.
I mean, we're already there. We're already to the kids. We're already old.
So I always compare myself to mom because I think about when mom was a certain age. So like we talked about in the podcast with her when she was 32 and she had the two jobs, and I'm like, when I was 32, I was like, I can't imagine having two jobs right now and having that kind of energy. It just doesn't seem possible. So like now, I can't remember what she was like at 43, but yeah, it's just like, how did she do that? I don't feel like I have the energy she did.
I learned a lot from watching that podcast. Like she kept some things from us, and I'm like, that's pretty good of her to do that, to keep stuff from us.
I think sometimes you have to.
Shoot. I know I have.
What did she keep that got brought up? I don't remember.
Just like giving me the whiskey or whatever when I was little, or just a lot. She keeps one thing from us. That when the DUI and just things that I guess we shouldn't have known about, and it just made me think. Did I ever? I think I kept a lot of the stuff away from the kids. They know bits and pieces or whatever, but they don't know the full extent.
Yeah.
So I think I did good in that aspect.
I think it's good as long as you don't. So like, obviously there's things I've kept away from Mia. I've been more open with them lately because they're older now. They're Malia's close to 18. Mia's almost 24, or is 24. How old is she? 24. Yeah, I think so. Something like that. She's old.
I do that.
But I've been more open with them about my life and the dumb shit I did in the past because I've given them, I've let them lead their own path. And I think that's basically, as a parent, in my opinion, is something you want to do. You kind of want to guide them to be a good person down the correct path. And if you've experienced something where they're going to take that wrong turn, I guess a little bit of manipulation. You manipulate them to not go down that way. So, I know this path leads down the wrong way. I'm not going to tell you why I know this path leads down the wrong way, but it does. And hopefully they trust you enough to.
I just been lucky enough that when I do say stuff, because I mean it, I'm being honest. I know some stuff, but I've been lucky enough for that to be proven in the long run. Like it actually turns out where they get bit in the butt. After I tell them, and so that sucks. But I tried to tell you, and because I just let them lead their own life too.
Do you feel like if they've made a decision you don't agree with, and you've told them, hey, I don't agree with that? Like,
yeah, but they're super stubborn. Well, I don't know where they get that.
I wonder where they get that from, Felicia.
I don't know.
Why are you so stubborn? You've always been stubborn.
I don't know what I was hoping that you were talking about the corona when you said that. What else have I been stubborn about?
You've just been stubborn throughout your life.
Like what?
We've always fought over dumb stuff. And it's because you wanted to be right.
We fought when you were young.
Yeah, well,
But then we got tight. We got super tight, and I tell everybody that story. You were like one of the. Can I say that?
Tell the story. Tell the story. Let's hear it.
Like you were
from your
just.
point of view.
We just got tight. You know. I'm not gonna tell where it started.
You could tell where it started. I don't care.
Oh, I can't. Oh, mama.
Mom don't
My
care.
mom watching.
Mom don't care.
And excuse the language
It was
to
hers.
our viewers because some. Yeah, supposedly knock our socks off, huh? It didn't knock my socks off. Anyways, that's when it started, and then, you know, with me having my place and I'm just gonna be free. I'm not worried about
Up to
nothing.
you.
But with the homegirls over there and you guys coming over, you and Rich or you and Hav.
Yeah.
We just had good times, you know, and they just think you were just funny, and then we just became tight. I think that's when we became tight. I don't know.
Yeah, it was around 15, 16. That was my age. You were 28.
Yeah. So I mean.
I think so. I think at the younger age is just. I think we were all the whole
kids.
family. Yeah, we were broke. You know, we were all welfare, struggling, didn't know our place.
Yeah, we were just figuring out who we were or who we were.
And I was a boy living with a bunch of girls. I think that was,
Sucks.
you know, Malia was telling me, she's like, Dad, don't you feel weird because you're still the only guy living with a bunch of girls? It's like, well, shit, now I'm used to it.
It took long. Yeah, that's weird.
I'm used to it now, but it's still, you know, I would have liked to have, I guess, more, you know, and I had Rich and Paul and Bird and, you know, I had my friends that were guys, but I never had that guy, you know, that brother. You know, I had my sisters beat me up, which is funny, but taught me some shit.
I don't. Oh yeah. That's the time I got kicked out. I just told that story.
That
yeah.
you got kicked out?
Yeah, when we got into that fight, when I kicked out the window in the bedroom.
Yeah,
and
I remember that.
Mama
I remember
was
that,
like,
but
my baby, you get out, and I'm like, what?
How
We
sh-
were both fighting. Wait, it
Weren't
wasn't just
Were we
me.
like 12?
No, that's when I left. I lived in Wapato. That's when I ended up living in
That's when
Wapato.
you-
I got
How old
kicked
were
out.
you?
Yeah, I was older. What, 16?
What the fuck was that fight about? So we
I
fought.
don't know.
Oh,
I wasn't
let's-
mean like Tiva now. Tiva took Teddy and had scissors around
Well,
his ears.
Tiva was fucking demonic, but you were just physically and like you.
Maybe
you
I
were
was
good
just-
at
maybe
capping
it-
on. We were good at capping each other. That's what made us good at just burns. We burned each other, but you were just. You kept going, man. And I couldn't fucking. That's the stubborn I'm talking about.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
It's
I
like, I was
outsmarted
done
him.
an hour ago, and you're still like, "Hey, motherfucker! Hey, you sweaty fat motherfucker over there! What you doing?"
That's not true, but
I know.
okay. But yeah, I do tell stories of how I jacked you out of like hours, hundreds and hours of massage.
Yeah, or back scratches and shit. Saying, well, you massage my back, and I'll massage yours. I'm like, all right. I'm just a dumb little kid, just looking up to his older sister. Just
like,
let me massage.
How about this time you do me, and then I'll owe you like twice as much. And you
I'm
would
still
always
waiting.
fall for it.
You know, my feet are sore.
Okay, we weren't supposed to even cracking up laughing.
Oh, we got to crack up laughing. This is a good time.
It's probably the liquor, your sponsor. You're not going to mention who the sponsor
The
is?
sponsor today is Moscow Mule. It is a mixture of vodka, mint, lime, and huckleberry vodka.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, the huckleberry vodka I think is what makes it really good. And then the ginger beer, which is I think acquired taste. If you drink by itself, most people don't like ginger. I do.
It's pretty good. I like it, and I like these fancy.
Super sugary though, so I think one is good. And then if you want to drink something, I might just go back to the old whiskey. This is probably gonna make us both feel good after we're done.
I have to go to a barbecue later, so.
Uh-oh.
No, this would be cool because it's with my homegirls, and they're always trying to get me like to live it up a little bit because I'm always like a
Just
Debbie
to
Downer.
relax.
I'm not the fact that I'm a Debbie Downer. I'm just exhausted.
Yeah. Have they figured out?
No, I just been going hard on the house. That's why I'm exhausted. My migraines.
Yeah, your migraines.
I actually had to take a pill before I got here, so that's why.
Have they gotten worse as you've gotten older?
Sometimes I feel like that, but I don't know. I don't know.
I always feel bad for you because of that. It's like you've always had that issue.
Since I was 10, not 14. Since I was 10.
Yeah.
It sucks.
It
sucks because they took half my life away, but
Because when you get them, you just want to sleep, right?
You do. You just can't do anything. You just
I get them occasionally, but not like you do.
Well, now they gave me shots now, so I have shots at home.
Are they like anti-inflammatory?
They're actually they're called it's Teradol. What do you know? Did you watch the Aaron Hernandez special?
No.
Oh, they give it to they used to give it to football players to make them get out there and play, injury or not.
So it's like a steroid?
It's intense. Like,
come back all fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger looking?
When I first took the shot, I felt the medicine going through my body, and it hurt. Like, I had to say, stop, no more shot, no more shot.
Where did they give it to you at?
In a muscle. I took out it in the leg, and then next thing you know, I felt like a brand new person. I never felt without pain. Really? As long as I remember. And I'm laying there going, oh, dang.
Have you ever had morphine?
Mm-hmm.
When I had kidney stones and I had to go to the emergency room, they gave me morphine, and it took away everything. And I didn't realize the normal pain I was in because it took away everything. I was like, my knees, my elbows, my fingers, and I was like,
I felt like I just been born.
Yeah, I was like, what is this? Can I have some more, please? Can you give me a to-go bag? No, they wouldn't do that. But
well, I have the shots. My doctor gave me 10 shots, and I won't. It's like, I try not to. He told me they're non-addictive, but I'm like, have you took them?
Do you give them to yourself?
Well, I'm gonna have to now. Yeah.
Just slap it right in the. It has to be in a muscle.
I don't. Yeah, that's the part that I'm not a. I don't know how to do that. Yeah.
Do your leg.
I might have to have one of the kids do it or something, but.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting through it. But I'm exhausted. I've just been going hard on the house.
What are you doing at the house?
Right now, flooring. It's a new.
Got the burps. Excuse me.
It's all right. It's a new
The upstairs, downstairs.
Upstairs. I just did a wall downstairs. I'm just going hard. I don't know why. I think I'm a carpenter. I'm not. Definitely not.
It's something. It's
keeps my mind. It keeps my mind busy. Keeps me away from the kids.
Yeah. I'm gonna start doing not this week, but then maybe this week. Yeah, this week. Start helping Joanne build a garden out here by the fence. So. Yeah, it's that time. It's a good time to do it too because what else are you gonna do? You can't really go out and eat or go to the movies or anything like that. It's a bad time.
Don't get me started on that.
How's it affecting your work?
It's not. We have to wear rags or whatever. So,
yeah.
I mean, that's cool. Everybody got something to say about me and my rag, and then one day everybody came in with red rags, and I'm like, look, I got these. This may be getting to me, so my language might start getting bad. Sorry, baby.
Your language could be as bad as you want it to be. She's 17. She can get into a mature movie, right? Rated R, right? This is rated R. I think, forewarning, if you haven't learned by now, this is a rated R podcast because I cuss a lot. I think Mom was uncomfortable because I was cussing so much. She's like, oh, we're cussing now. I'm like, yeah, Mom, I learned it from you. I learned it by watching you.
I know. That's what I was saying. She was like, the baby's TikTok, it's had like mother, in it. She's like, everything but that word. And I'm like, woman, you're the reason why I say that word. Like, I don't say that word.
Don't you remember how many times you yelled that word at me? I love
funny.
you, Mom, but yeah, you got an ultimate potty mouth.
That's one thing that I was hoping you'd bring up is, our parents and stuff. Because we're being pretty lucky with our parents.
I think so too.
I mean, we got Mom who's super strong, too strong, and then we got Dad who's all sweet and gentle.
I think we all get our stubbornness from Mom and her side of the family because she's pretty stubborn, And then Dad, Dad's all sweet. I wonder if last time I talked to him, he was waiting to see if he was going to get his hip surgery.
Yes.
Did they schedule it?
They're moving it forward, so he just wants to come. He wants to come down here. It's been too long, he says. I know.
It's been since last year, and he loves to drive and he loves to travel down here. So hopefully he gets that done. He gets to be able to come down here, and hopefully they lift a little bit more of the restrictions. But we'll see. I'm just glad that I'm glad he's been staying at home and taking care of himself, him and Sharon.
I'm waiting for him to snap. Because he's enjoying this little, quarantine stuff. But I like to see when Dad starts snapping. It's funny because he's funny about it. That's another thing, I was thinking the other day about our family. we got a funny family. All of us.
I
I guess Mia did some funny crap. This one, all of us are funny. Ashley, she's always. I mean, we got a good, we got a good little group here.
yeah, I think I think it's probably genetics, and then how our life is. I think the struggles we've had have or not merged, but I think this vodka's getting to me. It's feeling good. Um, Morphed our sense of humor to whatever it is, you know, because mine's I take things over the top because I think it's funny. You know, if we go here, we go to this line, I'm like, okay, it's funny there, but wait, what if I go over here? And then usually Jan gets disgusted with me. She's like, okay, that's disgusting. We're not talking anymore. I'm like, but that was funny, right?
Who does Joanne? Oh,
Yeah, because it's usually with
she
her.
doesn't think it's funny.
No, because I do a lot of sexually minded jokes, and to me they're very funny. So especially when it's just me and her, it's like, hey, babe. So, you know what the shocker is, right? She's gonna hate me because I'm bringing this up. So the shocker is the 2 in the stink, 1 in the pink. Rated R, people. I said, okay, you've heard the shocker, but have you heard of the 6-shooter? So yeah, that's funny to me. All right.
And she said, I'm walking away.
She's like, all right, we're done here. And then she walks away. And I'm like, well, we just got a different sense of humor. So it's not like I'm trying to do it on her or anything, but I just think that's funny.
It is funny.
So what else is going on in your life?
Well, it's just a brand new start, I think, in my life, and I'm excited.
That's good.
Super excited.
Are you making yourself new goals? Do you make goals?
I have goals and I have visions, but I kind of get like what's that word? It's like reality hits.
Yeah.
You know.
Like reality hits to where you can't finish the goal. Or you just think your goals are just so far out that you're not going to be able to get to it.
Yeah, like life ain't easy, you know?
Life ain't easy. I think you just have to make realistic goals. Like here, a goal for me is I want to be a billionaire. Realistically, probably not ever going to happen. But I can achieve small goals to get to at least to a point where my life is more comfortable than it is now. So that's the goal I should set instead of I'm going to be a billionaire, and maybe the billionaire will come.
See, that's how I see it too. It's like I have this vision of peace. No, just kidding.
World peace.
Peace in my household. Like everybody leaves, but that ain't ever gonna happen. But it's that's a blessing in itself, I guess. But no, like I want a nice house someday. I want a nice home. Like one of those nice homes.
Like something on the home improvement channel. What's that?
No, just
channel?
like old white people living.
Like condo, like up there on 51st in by that big church. You know what I'm talking about? By Celerity over here.
No, not that.
Like
no,
that
just
where
nice.
Everything's next to each other.
No, just nice where I don't even know, because then I think about it and I'm like, do I really want that? I maybe I just don't know what I want. It's so new. This new journey that I'm on is so new. Now everything has shifted. Everything has changed. Like me going hard on the house. Maybe I'm gonna, by the time I'm done with it, I'm gonna love that house.
Do you take time to sit back and appreciate what
I don't have time. I don't have time. I never have time. I have 10 minutes, 15 minutes out of maybe once every couple months that I have to myself.
What if you wake up in the morning and like that first 15 minutes after like pulling yourself out of bed, you just take that moment to just think about the good stuff in your life and appreciate that?
Well, no, I do that every minute of the day. I appreciate everything. Everything in my life is good.
It's just there's things that frustrate you.
I want to have time to think about it. I mean, I have time to think about it, but I just want to have like be on at maybe the hot springs or something. Just be in nature. Smoke a big fat doobie. Just kidding. But just like be in nature and really get to reflect and think about it all.
Did you go to those hot springs?
I did.
How were they?
Nice.
Really? Where was that at?
In North Bend, in the North Bend area, and I'm gonna go back.
You want to live there?
It was that. No, it's just nice to go out there every once in a while. It's nice to do new things, different things. I mean, it's not just about this good old Yagtown.
Yeah, that's something that I need to work on. Because I don't like to drive. I don't like going places. I'm just a homebody, super straight up homebody. Kids don't like it. You know, they've been wanting to go on vacation for a while. You know, and it's not just because I don't want to go anywhere. It's more money than anything. But it's hard for me to be like, okay, today we're gonna go and do something. It's just like I'd rather just stay home. You know.
Yeah, I'm just opposite. I'm a go, like a free spirit. Like I need to go. It's a big world, you know. And I like going and just escaping all this for just a little bit.
Yeah.
But your home is nice.
Well, and I escape other ways. You know, I play fucking video games.
Oh yeah.
Way too much. You know, and I admit to that, but it's not lately, but it's something that I do. I'm trying to. I kind of want to turn that into focusing on other things, but that's my escape. You know, because I don't think about anything when I do that. It's like I don't have to worry about work. I don't have to worry about the kids. I don't have to worry about the stresses in life. It's like all right, I just have to focus on playing this game, and it takes everything away, and it's almost like a drug in a way. But I could see. Like, I wouldn't mind going to that hot springs. I think that sounds cool. I've always wanted to go places. Have you ever seen those places where you can go and they give you a bucket and you go into this field and you put dirt in there and sometimes you'll find diamonds or gold. You pay like $40 to do this for the day.
I have heard something about.
I want to do something like that. I think that's cool. But all that stuff's on the East Coast. It's like, I can't have anything good over here.
But now we're just we're in waiting for everywhere.
Yeah.
So
I think at some point, you know, I think we're gonna have a new normal. The new normal is gonna be people wear masks when they're sick. Probably a lot more of online shopping. I almost want to say a lot of the local businesses probably aren't going to come back up.
That's super sad.
Yeah, a lot of things that, you know, and I think the world was already going that way. It's just now it's increased the speed that's going to happen, you know, because especially here, malls went away. I don't know if the Valley Mall is going to persist after this. Those shopping centers, maybe not. We'll see. Maybe after everything's good to go, we'll have an influx of people just wanting to be out there and doing that kind of stuff. But I don't know. I think we're going to have more weird diseases, and this is going to be the new norm.
I bet.
It sucks.
My promise. It wasn't that when you had talked to me about Corona and wearing the mask and taking it seriously. It is a serious subject for me, but at the same time, since I was super little, they scared the crap out of us with the Ebola. Scared the crap out of us with Ebola. And then Ebola finally came. We finally got it. And what happened? You know?
Well,
we were all supposed to die. There was no coming back from Ebola.
Have to have blood leaking out of rebuttal. I remember that.
Yeah, and then so now I feel like I'm just woke. I'm just a little woke.
Well, the difference between that and this is that this is way more contagious because it spreads so easily. You know?
Yeah, but that's what our bodies do. They build up immunities and stuff like that. Sometimes we need it. So like too. Back in the day, you know, Mom, we got chicken pox, and it was probably like a good, like, you want your kids to get through it. You want your kids to get chicken pox so that they get through it. They build up that immunity or whatever. Get it out of the way. Get it over with. You know, if we don't build up the immunities to these things, then something is going to come along, maybe not so strong, and it's going to take everybody out.
Yeah.
And I don't know. There is, like, the older people or the people with health issues or whatever, that is bad. It's really bad. But, I mean, for it to... I just think that the government... I don't know what's going on, but I'm not falling for it.
You're not buying it.
Especially, being Yakima, everybody knows everybody. Everybody knows everybody. Hey, you're from Yakima. You know so and so? No. Oh, I know. We all know everybody in Yakima, but it's just kind of weird how it's just very rare that someone actually knows somebody that has passed away from it. There has been people that passed away from it, and that's sad. But I'm just saying it's super weird how they got this. They got everybody in this panic. It's super weird to me.
I think because of the way that it affects you is what's scary. Because basically your lungs are shutting down, and you gotta have a device help you breathe. And then I've heard that it's super painful as far as like body pains and migraines and just the feeling of kind of like drowning. Nobody wants to go through that. I don't want to go through that.
But I mean, did you hear that? You heard that, but those are probably people that are like one lung, or you know what I mean?
Maybe.
I really do. You say that you think Joanne had it, and I think that people in my household had it, and I think it's a flu, and I think that might be the case for some people, just like the flu.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not trying to make it like less than it is, but I mean, none of us want it. I don't want my grandbabies to have it.
I think
but
what
at the
you're
same
saying
time,
is yeah, it's there, but don't restrict us the amount we're being restricted right now. Give us a choice, right? If we want to leave the house, we should be able to leave the house.
Which we have the choice. I mean, right now we have the choice. You see people with masks, respect it. They maybe take extra steps. Wipe down your car or whatever. But I'm just saying that everybody's having a good time with this $1,200 or whatever, and then they're getting another fat check too. But everyone's having a good time with that, and they're not working, and every life is great. But man, this is hurting a lot of people. This is hurting a lot of businesses, and it's maybe we don't see it now because it's so fresh, but it's
the longer it goes, the harder it's going to be, and I don't know what's going to happen with our country.
I'm just hoping I get one of them fat checks for being essential, but I doubt it. But man,
that still has to pass the.
That passed.
It passed past one part of it. It has to pass another part, and I don't think it's going to pass the other part.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, well, it's because I think that, and I'm not too political, but from what I'm hearing is that the Democrats put a lot of stuff in there that didn't really need to be in there. It's kind of like trying to push. Hey, we're going to get this, so let's get this in there too, even though it has nothing to do with all this stuff. So we'll see. It's all politics. Fucking politics.
Yeah. I don't know nothing about that. All I know is
you ready for another one?
I'm feeling blessed.
Feeling good?
Yeah. I guess.
Got the mint leaf in there. Well, let's change the subject. Let's talk about. What should we talk about? Is there anything particular? Have you seen anything funny online lately? Do you go online? I don't typically go on my own Facebook, and for those of you watching, I don't. My social media manager, Malia Robles, she's the one in charge of the podcast, the Podemic podcast Facebook. So if your message would be on there, it's not me. I'll occasionally check if she's not, but it's I'm having Malia take over that stuff and spread the word, get the podcast up and going.
No, I like the podcast. I don't know how is there 250 views on, like, how many people are actually following the podcast, baby?
I don't know. It could be. I don't think they're unique views. So like you could watch it and then watch it again, and that's counted as two views. I think that's my guess.
Malia had like 200. How many views did yours have? A lot.
I know, and it was the test one. It wasn't even supposed to be. It was just me and her.
Shoot, man.
It's just me and her talking. I was like, let's go. We were talking in the kitchen. I have probably told this already, but we were in there talking in the kitchen. I was like, hey, let's go test the stuff out, because I'd gotten some of this set up, and so we come in here and she sits down. I had been drinking, obviously, because it was a good night. And so we recorded it, and I was like, that was a good conversation. Let's just have that be the first one. And so I posted that without her really knowing, and then had some.
They've been good. Mom's was good. I didn't really like the story about the diaper wearing.
What? I don't remember this story. I think you brought this up when you came over the other day. What, the diaper?
She went and said my baby was sick, and she had diapers on because, she never kept anything down, and And so I'm at work going, yeah, my brother's podcast, and my mom's saying I wore diapers at 4, and I'm like, and so now they're joking about that. They're like, I
Well,
went to the bathroom or whatever, and I went to go find a tool, and they were like, oh no, they were like, where were you? You know, they call me Duke. Where were you, Duke? And I'm like,
dude.
I had to grab a tool. Oh no, it's okay. We know you have an issue with, you know. So
You're gonna get Depends for Christmas.
they actually,
I'm
and then
sure
somebody
they
else
are.
told me that the other day because we were doing some dangerous stuff. And do you have your Depends on today? And I'm like, wait, what do you mean by that? But they didn't hear about the story about. And then they were like, I'm just saying this is gonna get pretty sketchy. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's what I thought you were saying. But I thought that they heard the rumor already about me, mom putting diapers on me when I was 4.
I don't even remember her saying that, honestly. Maybe it's something that she just caught. Well,
I was like crying.
so
I went through emotions with that podcast.
So-
I was crying because the sweet stuff she was saying about, you know, just her getting emotional. And then I was like angry because I was like,
what are you talking about?
4 years, you know, and then it was good. It was a good one. But then Paul comes along and shines. Man, that fool was shining. I mean, he was straight. He was like, you said, what do you do for our viewing cast? What do you do for a living? He's like, pimping hoes. You know, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be good.
I love Paul. He's so quick.
Yeah.
I think he was a little uncomfortable also, but
He didn't look like it. He was smooth. I'm like, that's my uncle.
do you? So here's an embarrassing story, and
Oh, God.
I want to know if you remember this. So when we lived in the apartment on 8th Street, I think the one where the yard caught on fire when we did the fireworks.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember me waking up in the middle of the night and peeing on you and Tiba, and then me getting my butt whipped?
No.
So
For peeing on us?
yeah,
Why'd you get butt whipped? It's not like you did it on purpose, did you? Oh, because I snitched?
Because you guys woke up screaming, he's peeing on me. So I woke up in the middle of the night, thought I'd walked to the bathroom because we lived in a 2-bedroom. I think it was 2-bedroom, right? 2-bedroom apartment. Me, Felicia, and Tiba shared 1 bedroom. We all slept on the floor. We didn't have a mattress. Mom slept in the other room. The bathroom was right across from our room. I got up, thought I made it to the toilet, thought I was peeing in the toilet. And the next thing I know, you and Tiba are screaming because I'm peeing on your guys' head. And I'm like, huh? And I wake up, and Mom comes running in there thinking that we're getting, like, murdered. And she sees me standing up peeing on you guys. And I get my butt whipped. But it's always been, like, in my thought, I'm like, God, because I can remember waking up and thinking that I was at the toilet.
Oh, that happens to all of us.
Yeah. I remember it. And then seeing you guys, like, looking at me like, what are you doing? Ah!
No, I don't.
Sorry.
It's all right. So
wanna
we don't.
apologize for
I guess.
30 years ago, whatever that was.
Thanks. I guess we don't really have memories. I guess it's the feeling that we were feeling at the time that gets us, that makes those memories. It's not like that's what I read. That it's the emotions that we were feeling at that time that keeps those memories locked in. I guess they are memories,
bet.
but I'm just saying that the reason why we remember those is because of what we were feeling. For example, the last time we got hit with a belt. Do you remember that?
Is that when we were like 12? Something like that?
You were like 12. I was like
yeah.
14, yeah. When we
Yeah.
were saying...
When mom was threatening us with it. And she's like...
Because we were like, hey, Mom, what's a hypocrite?
What's a hypocrite?
And she was getting ready for work. Yeah, and I tell that story all the time. It's like she was just getting so mad, and we were rolling, you know. We were like, what's a hypocrite? And she was like, grr. She comes, rips her belt off. We were scared, man. We were crying because she was coming at us. But then when she hit us, it was like, oh, she done fucked up.
It's been 5 years.
We laughed, and then she had lost. At that moment, she realized she had lost. Well,
I don't know if
I'm not
did.
going to say she lost control because she didn't make me go back to return the candy
I think
bar.
she just was like, okay, the belt don't work no more. There was the one time when I remember this. I don't know. I think we've talked about it since with me and her. So I was going up the stairs. I had headphones in. It was at Glenmore, or not Glenmore, whatever that apartment building was. Fox Run. I was upstairs. She was coming behind me, but I didn't know it. She had a basket of laundry and had headphones on. I was listening to music, and I go, and she had told me to hold the door open. I didn't hear her, and so I closed the door, got in my bedroom, and she comes fucking in there. She said, I told you to hold that fucking door open. And she slaps me in the face. And I was like, ooh. But I didn't do anything. I was just like, in my mind, I was just, first I was shocked she slapped me in the face. And I was like, I didn't even hear the door open. And then I was like, she slapped me in the face. Anyway,
I'm sure she feels like crap.
Yeah, we're not trying to dog you,
crap.
Mom, but
yeah, I hope she feels like
funny.
crap for throwing that. Let me take a drink of this. But yeah, she probably feels bad for throwing that ashtray at my face.
When was that?
Because I called her low life piece of crap boyfriend an alcoholic.
What house was this at?
Fox Run.
Who, Glenn? Really?
Yeah, but I mean, I guess she was waiting for it because that's when I was already like a little troublemaker and stuff. And,
yeah.
And she, maybe I was just pushing her buttons.
Well,
but
the troublemaker you started in Del Mar.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, that's when you just fucking rebelled like a champion.
Yep, I sure did. I sure did. I still
Why?
do.
What switched it? What did that to you?
Well,
was it just life? Was it just going to high school and?
No, it's going to middle school. No, you know what? It's always been in me. Like, my lifestyle has always been in me from the time that Dad came cruising around when we lived in the North Side. When Dad came cruising around in that lowrider, I was like, okay, I like this. And when Uncle Joe like taught me the handshake, like I'm like, Or when, just growing up and then going to Washington, and I don't even know what happened, but maybe Washington Middle School happened.
Yeah,
and then
because you and Tiba both went there, and you both started acting fucking.
Because we're colonials, that's why. No, just kidding. But
something happened there.
That's hard. That was a hard school to go to, and it was like, I still majority of my Facebook friends are my friends from Washington. Like, I mean, even Barge. Even when I went to Barge, I got a lot of friends from Barge on there.
Really?
Just growing up. Oh yeah, Darren and all Nia. Just all these. But a lot of my Washington friends and stuff. And then after that, we were poor, like super poor, and I don't know how other people weren't poor. You know what I mean? It's like it seemed like we were like the poorest ones. Well,
I don't think
besides
so.
we were pretty poor.
Well, I mean, we were poor, but our whole family was poor.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, everybody that we knew was poor.
Yeah, but it just sucked. It really sucked to go to school and you see people like with those cool clothes and it just sucked. It really sucked. And then
yeah, but those are the drug dealers and shit.
I guess or something. Shoot.
Yeah.
But it was hard. And then so when you go to you make these friends because I went into Washington as like a nobody, and I got picked on and bullied or whatever. And then I came out of Washington and I thought I was somebody, You get popularity and stuff, and then you go on to a bigger school, and all your friends that you thought you had and that you were going to be kicking it with start going and doing their own thing, So I just felt like I've always felt out of place. So that's why I didn't blame Priscilla for when she started going school to school. She just probably felt out of place. And then I ended up going to alternative schools, and then it just got worse from there.
Yeah.
But I'm cool. I mean, I think I turned out okay. I mean, yeah. I don't know what everybody else thinks, but I wouldn't change a thing.
Oh, I think you've done a lot to make your life better. I mean, you went to Perry, you got the it's HVAC, right? HVAC degree. Mm-hmm. You're doing what you can.
Mm-hmm.
I think we've all done that. We've all tried to, in our own way, make our lives better. Some of us turns out good, sometimes it does. We just keep struggling, but it's something I brought up. I think I brought it up in the podcast. It's all about the decisions you make and that kind of guide your path. Just try to make the best ones you can for you and your family.
Yeah, someone had the nerve to tell me that they're I guess they changed their life or whatever, and they said that I could change my life too if I wanted to, and I'm like, why would I want to? What am I doing wrong? Okay, yeah, because I'm me, and I'm not changing me. I don't. What am I doing wrong? I'm taking care of my responsibilities. My kids, that's my responsibility. I'm taking care of them. Now I'm taking care of the grandbabies, which I'll I'll hear about later. But I am. I take care of my people. You know, what am I doing wrong? Yeah, I make bad decisions. I make real bad decisions. I still do, and I always will. But I make those bad decisions for the right reasons.
Mm.
I'm not gonna. It's not like, well, I don't know.
As long as you don't, because this is where I have a problem with people is if they make a bad decision and then they blame somebody else for the problems they're having. Well, no, the problem is yours because you decided to do that. You did that. That was your decision to make, and now this is the result of that.
Mm-hmm.
Don't blame anybody else but yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't see that with you. You know.
Well, I when I make bad decisions and I pay the consequences, I take that. I know I did wrong and I'm gonna take what I get. But there's some things that I don't care. When you mess with my kids or something, I'm gonna get you one way or another. I don't care. I'll pay the price. Mess with my kids or mess with the grandbabies. Oh my God, that would be something. That would be.
I think that's
You'll
just.
see me on all the. You'll see me on magazines, newspapers, the news.
Felicia most wanted. I think that's just. Yeah, that's the.
Or even any of my family, my friends. I got a good group. I got a good circle. My circle's good. My family, my friends, and I'm really protective. That's when I'll do bad. I guess that's when I'll do bad.
Also, that never happens. Don't get too wild though. It's not gonna happen. Hopefully.
I hope it never happens, but I'm ready if it does.
Good. I think that's a strength in a way with our family. I think we all have that. You know, like when me and Paul were talking, that's what he did for us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was his instinct to protect us when that Halloween thing happened. Yeah, fucking life is funny that way. It's crazy.
Yeah, that was nuts. But yeah, like him, I'll be the first. I'll be the first one there.
You know, I was thinking about this the other day, and I don't know how you feel about this. Because obviously I talk more to Goonie than anybody else because she's over here with Mia. I'm pretty proud of her. She's done a lot, you know, from the young Goonie that I remember to now. She's got a good job. She's taking care of herself. I think she's got a good head of shoulders. We've had a few conversations since when she's come over here. And I'm like, yeah, I'm impressed with her. I think she's got a good head on her shoulders. So you should be proud of that. You know,
I'm proud of all of them. I'm proud of all of them. I'm proud. Kicker, I could be a little more proud of, but at the same time, I know him more than anybody else, and he's got a good. Okay, I'm not proud of him. No, just kidding. But the other two, I'm joking. No,
I just wish he would relax a little bit. When I try to talk to him, he's always trying to be hard, and it's like you don't need to be hard around me, bro. You know.
And he gets like that.
I'm your uncle.
He gets normal.
I hope so.
He does.
Priscilla, I think I don't know why, but she gets nervous when she talks to me.
She just gets nervous in general. But I'm very proud of all three of them. Scylla, she's gonna go far. She's gonna go super far. Goonie, she's strong, man. That girl is strong.
I think Scylla's pretty damn smart. I think she's got
super.
Yeah, she just doesn't let it show. I don't know why.
Maybe insecure or something.
Maybe
that's where I'm confused because those kids are so insecure, and I'm like, you better snap out of that. I mean, take a look in the mirror. There's no reason for you. You know, they're super insecure. And I'm like, how about just work with it and rock it? You know.
Yeah.
You know, and I try and show them. You know, when I dress all goofy or whatever, and they're like talking crap, it don't faze me. Because I'm like, okay, well, and I know I look retarded. I really know I look retarded, but at the same time, I'm like, dang, I look cool too at the same time. So it's like, when they start talking crap about the way I'm dressed, that's when I know it's a good day and I'm gonna go out like that. The other day, Scylla told me she practically begged me not to leave the house because she said I look like a pilgrim.
A pilgrim, like
yeah, she was like, mom, please, don't go out. You look like a pilgrim. And I started laughing, because it was funny. And I guess I did kind of look like a pilgrim. Not really a pilgrim, but more like a Jehovah's Witness or like one of those, like Mormon or whatever.
Were you gonna start knocking on people's doors
Yeah,
and shit?
riding bikes and stuff with the skirt. but I've still went out like that. Cause I mean I don't care, rock it.
Yeah, it's you.
Yeah, pretty much. When haven't I been a goofy retard?
Hopefully it'll be something that passes. With them. That insecurity.
I hope so. I think so. I mean, confusing, but and then Kicker. I better throw Kicker in there. He's super smart. He's money.
Yeah, he's always been smart, but I just want him to.
I know we all want that.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I see. I honestly don't know what happened to him. I love you, Kick. I don't know if you know that. He just seems like he's got to put this front on that he's the toughest guy in the world, and yeah, you could be the toughest guy in the world, but still, you don't have to act like it.
That's what I'm saying. You don't have to. You don't have to go to that extreme. If you got it, you got it. Yeah. It'll shine. You don't have to go to the extreme. If you got it, you got it. You know it, and it's there. Yeah. But that's the new generation for you. It's the new generation. They're something else.
They're not millennial. What are they called now, Malia? They're not millennials, but they're Gen Z. Sounds like an anime.
I think our generation's the best generation.
We're Gen X, right?
Are we, baby? My homegirl said I was a baby boomer.
No, baby boomers like.
That's what my homegirl said. I was like, you millennials, and she's not a millennial. She's one of me, but she was like, what are you? You're a baby boomer, and that was a good laugh.
No, I think we're Generation X. I want to say.
Well, we're the best generation. That's all I know.
Well, yeah. I think there's this weird thing that happens with generations. It's like it's either they're extremely this way or they're extremely this way, and then.
What would you say ours is? What's our extreme like?
Our extreme was what we did wrong was create the millennials.
Yes, I mean.
Because I think we.
Wait, babe, what are you?
Yeah.
Oh, you're not. So the ones above you are millennial?
Yeah. So like Goonie, Mia, Ashley, and Priscilla, they're all millennials. So what we did was we struggled, and so we didn't want our kids to struggle, so we tried to give them everything. And now millennials expect everything.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. I think Gen Z are not as they're still a little bit like that, but I think they're more willing to work to get stuff instead of expect it.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Good for you, babe.
Yeah.
Little
good
graduate.
for you, Gen Z.
Little graduate.
they're we were just talking about this too. The graduation ceremony it's a parade in vehicles, but people aren't allowed to come see the parade.
What? How is that? They just did cruising. They just did cruising last week on the Ave.
Well, they weren't supposed to though.
Man, that was pretty lit.
I didn't go to that.
Yeah,
it's supposed to be live stream, but I don't know how they're gonna live stream a parade.
They're stupid. I'm gonna show up anyways. I mean, that must be the stubborn part.
It's a little bit of the stubborn part.
Well, they're dumb. How are you gonna not?
I don't know. I think they should just make it to where you drive by people's houses. Because you're at your house, you just go outside to your yard. You're a distance away from your neighbors, and we do it like that. So
you just drive every street in Yakima?
Yeah, wherever the people that are graduating are living. So like Ike students, you would drive around all of the Ike students' neighborhoods. Now, obviously, that's probably difficult because I think there's people at Ike that live down by Barge or, possibly in Union Gap or whatever. But maybe you find out where the most common neighborhoods are and you just drive around those or whatever. It could be done different ways. I don't understand the purpose of parade if people aren't going to be able to see it. So it's weird, but yeah.
Are we having another party for her?
If things relax, we're still in this stage 1. I think stage 2 is where you can kind of have more than a few people in one area, and then just don't come if you're sick.
Well,
or if you've been sick.
I had that barbecue at my house, and Dad was really not for it. Dad was upset about me having the barbecue, and then He was like, he kept trying to talk me out of it. If you have a gathering of more than 10 people, then someone can call the cops. And sure enough, man, right when I had the barbecue, Dad called me.
I was gonna say, Dad called the cops.
No, he called me, and he was like, how many people are there? And I was like, 9, Dad. And he was like, okay, well, I was like, Dad, there's 11 people here, Dad. There's 11 people. Are you gonna make the phone call? He's like, they're on the other line right now. I started messing with them or whatever.
I don't even think it's the cops you call. I think you call the health district, and then the health district issues you a fine, and the fine's like $1,100.
Just rip that paper up.
No, you don't rip that paper up, because I think you could still.
Just like I rip up the papers for the jury duty.
No, you didn't. Allegedly.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, allegedly.
Allegedly, she
My bad.
did that.
Cut that part out.
She allegedly had more than 10 people at her house too. So we're just gonna go
What's
with
in
that.
Here?
This is truth serum.
For real. Dang, this is watch me get drunk. Podemic.
Do you like the neighborhood you're in?
Yes.
Have you had any issues with people there?
The only issue is that I got a real fine neighbor. Fine neighbor.
Real issue.
Oh, the issue. No. What's the issue for me? But
are you gonna get rid of some of them cars?
There's not a lot of cars at my house.
Not anymore.
They're all gone.
Are they gone?
I need to get rid of some of the dogs.
How many dogs you have? 3 last time.
I still
right?
have 4 now.
4?
No, I had 5 before. Now I have 4.
You still have the what was that one?
Hercules is gone.
Yeah,
Hercules left. So
what was he?
He's a bulldog. So I got Coco still, Nana, Shadow, and Mona. But I'm gonna keep them because that's what we do.
Well, yeah, and you got a big enough yard to where.
Yeah, too big. Too big. Every Friday I'm out there raking up dog poop and mowing the yard, mowing right over it.
Make a house for Mom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, how about we do that? Start doing that in your yard.
I told Mom she could move downstairs.
Before, did you?
Before Mia moved back in. I think it was before Mia moved back in. Because I was like trying to figure out. I was worried about her because it was before Joey moved back in with her, and after Denny left, and she gets those kidney stones. And I remember when I lived with her and she got the kidney stones, it would just drop her. And so I was kind of afraid that she would have nobody to help her. And so I kind of talked to her about it a little bit, but nothing ever came of it. And then Joey moved
She's
back in.
She's too independent. Mom would never do it. She would never come.
I think she would.
Well, that'd be cool.
I think she's got plans now. She wants that RV van thing, which I'm trying to convince her. I was like, do it, Mom. Just do it. Just get it done. You don't have to work. You shouldn't be having to take care of anybody. Enjoy your retirement. Get that done. But she's got her.
That's just Mom.
I know.
She's gonna always find somebody to take care of.
She's hoping by next year she gets to do that. So I'm hoping for her. Get your little RV van and start traveling the country. I think that would be fun for her. I know she likes to travel. I know she likes to go see things. So just go do it. We'll see.
I hope so. I don't want her to get caught up and somebody be sex trafficking.
Joey, get your shit together and move out of Grandma's house. I love you, but you're too old to be living with Grandma.
He's a writer.
He's a writer?
He's an artist.
Oh, an artist. Yeah.
I know.
He's got talent. It's just, if it's not doing anything for you, move on to something else, buddy. I might have him on here. We'll have to do a little talk with him. Some truth. Ignore that. That's just.
So who are going to be more guests on the podcast?
I'm doing family right now. I'd like to get people that, like, I respect. Like, I wouldn't mind getting my boss on here. I don't even know if he's watched this. I really respect him. I think he's got a great mind, and he's got a lot of knowledge that I think, just life knowledge and stuff that I think is good to get to people.
I think that everybody I meet is like that. it seems like everyone I come in contact with, or anybody, I guess, and everybody is like super intriguing. They intrigue me,
Yeah.
you know. And then I honestly, I know how stupid this sounds, but I feel like I met a real life Earth angel.
Who?
A couple, actually, but
Like throughout your life, or
like, and
just
I don't
recently?
even recently, and I'm like, it's weird, but I feel like they are a real life Earth angel, and I'm like, what the heck? For me to be blessed with meeting an Earth angel, I don't know. That's weird.
What makes you think that? What gives you that thought? These things give me the burps.
Because they are pretty close to being perfect. Like their
attitude?
thought process, their heart, their struggle. It seemed like their struggle. I don't know. It's just very weird. But I felt like I met a couple, and I've been letting people know, you know, like even people I barely know. This girl, her personality just is amazing. You know, I mean, like super great. I don't know. I just find everybody. It seems like everybody to me is, in my eyes, I see the good in them one way or the other. I just look past all the bull crap and all the fake. Well, there's not, and these people are really not fake. They just shine. It's weird.
That's good to have.
I know it's weird. It's probably the alcohol.
No, you're fine. I think when you've obviously met somebody that you see something in them, and that there's something in there that you kind of want for yourself, and those are the people you gravitate toward. I mean, I do the same thing, and I think those are the kind of people that I would, other than family members, because I would like to get more family members on here, just to have a conversation with them, talk just like we're doing today. But there are people that I would like to bring on that, just because I'm interested in them, or because I've learned something from them. Like, I was thinking about this today, was when I was in the Army, one of my friends, Will, I would like to have him on here. I don't know where he's at in life right now.
I remember Will.
Yeah.
He's talking about Will all the time.
He's a good guy.
And you can't find him? He's not on Facebook?
No, I just haven't talked to him for so long, and that's probably on me. Just a good guy. Basically taught me my computer knowledge. You know, he was the guy that I learned from a lot, and started me off into get where I'm at, I guess. And then I had a sergeant also that I've tried to find early on after I got out of the Army, that he was a cool guy. I would like to get him on here. Whether or not that'll ever happen, just because I have no idea where he's at, and Will's in Arizona, so I can't figure out the Skype thing. but we'll see. You know, locally, I don't know. I think just people as they come on. You know, I've had a couple people. Azaro asked to be on here. My friend from work asked to be on here. Gwynny wants to be on here.
Ooh, I can't wait.
Gwynny wants to be on here, but she wants to do some drinking game, but it's like, it's not really a game show. We're just having a conversation. I told her, I said, if you want to do something like that, you know, I don't mind if her and Mia get on here, and, you know, just like Malia, she can have if you have a podcast, if you have, you know, if they had an idea for a podcast, they can have it on here and we can post it on the page. But this one with me is more of just a conversation. I just want to talk to people and have a conversation. I think it's good. Have some alcohol, enjoy each other's company. I think it's a good time. You know, hopefully it's entertainment to people. I don't know. You know,
maybe I shouldn't have drank.
Why?
I don't know. I'm getting all emotional.
Do you feel emotional right now?
Super.
Like sad?
Like I shouldn't have drank.
Why?
I don't know. I'm not like a crying or a fighting drunk or nothing. I'm usually a happy one, but now I'm like, I love everybody.
Everybody loves me.
I don't know about
this
that.
Is potion number 9.
I really don't know about that. I think I got people that love me. I got people who hate me, and I got people that love me so much that they hate me.
So give me, give me. Let's talk about. Is there any good memories you remember from our early life? I guess
That government cheese.
the government cheese.
Oh man, that's some good cheese.
I didn't like cheese back then. Do you remember that?
No, I don't.
You don't remember me not like the only cheese I liked was on pizza.
No, I don't remember that.
That was one of the reasons why I would get spanked, is because I wouldn't eat the cheese.
God, Mom's always spanking somebody. Shoot, she was spank happy.
She was just frustrated with little shithead kid
No,
named Michael.
no,
Yeah.
no. We were good kids.
I don't think we were.
We were
I
super
I don't
good kids
think I
until the
was.
teenage. Then the teenage thing happened with
I
that.
think I was a brat. I think I was a little brat. Yeah. Because I remember being bratty. And be like, I'm going to fucking do this because fuck this shit.
You were never a brat.
You don't think so?
No, you were always the same. Like you always had your little world in your head.
You're always crazy.
No, you always just like you were never a brat.
I think I just learned to be by myself because if I wasn't, I was in trouble. Does that make sense? Plus, you guys didn't want to play with me, so if you guys didn't want to play with me, I was by myself. If I wasn't by myself, if I was playing with somebody,
we didn't want to play with each other either. Me and Tiva got into a couple throwdowns.
Yeah, but
I couldn't stand her, to be honest.
That was later though. That was like after 10, because I remember you guys fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't. I think we just when we were growing up and stuff, we just, God, we were different. We were all three different. That's so weird.
Yeah.
Same as mine, but yeah, I don't know. The thing that me and you had going on when we were little is our secret ingredients and the stuff that we would do.
Yeah.
Do you remember when I took the potato skins? That was the day that Tiva was gonna cut off Teddy's ear.
No, I don't remember that. That day, I just wanted to kill you guys.
So me and Malia, you might want to hear this. Me and your dad had we always making secret recipes and stuff. And this one time I pulled out the potato, and when potato skins were brand new, and I pulled them out and I put them on I heated up the oven, and I put all the potato skins on the cookie sheet, and I separated them and I put them in the oven so they were warm.
Yeah.
And then I pulled them out I planned it, I pulled them out and put them on the stove, and I was like, you gotta taste this.
Oh,
and then
I
you
do kinda
come in,
remember
they
that.
were warm, so it's like you were like, how did you do that? And I was like, it's a secret recipe. But they were just potato skins that I just warmed up, and then that's when next thing you know, Tiva had Teddy in a headlock with scissors on his ears.
Tiva.
And next thing you know, I'm
Tiva
running. It was like Scooby-Doo in the gang. Me and Tiva. I get up in the mix, and you're chasing us both down, ready to kill both of us. That was mean, man.
It was mean. Why would she do that?
She's mean. She's still mean to this day. She's nice. She's sweet and all, but man, don't mess with her. She go for the jugular.
Yeah, she went straight for Teddy. It's okay, Teddy.
Poor Teddy.
By the way, this is Teddy. This is my first bear. That reminded me. Do you remember when we were trying to make Reese's peanut butter
Jim
cups?
Bear?
Yeah.
Jim Bear?
Yeah. No, that's not. Is that Jim? Yeah. No. Higgins. That's Higgins.
Oh, it's okay. Higgins said he didn't remember. He's just a little best right now. Higgins.
Jim was the bigger one.
Okay.
You remember the bigger one? He was really soft. I can't find him.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's gone. He's probably at Jeanette's house.
I thought so too. She was. The last time I saw, I had 28 bears. Okay, collection. This is my collection. this you've opened the wound. You've opened the bandage. I had 28 bears when we moved back from Texas. I helped Jeanette's grandpa build a storage shed in the back of her mom's house. We put all of our stuff in there, which was a majority of the bears. Jim was in there. They stayed in there, as far as I know, up till the point we got divorced. So since then, I've asked Jeanette to look in there. She told me last year that her mom went in there and looked, and none of our stuff's in there. I have no idea what happened to those bears. It really saddens me. That really tears at the heart right there.
I
It's
believe
my
it.
bear. So, yeah.
there's something that has sentimental. Like I have mine. I have my monkey from the first day, George, and I have Gordo. That's it.
Oh, do you?
They're
Nice.
they're there. I'm never gonna get rid of those bad boys. Shoot.
Yeah.
But then I have garbage. Like my kids are gonna. I'm gonna die, and my kids are gonna end up. They act like they don't want my garbage, but I know they're gonna be fighting over it. And that is my Cheech and Chong bobbleheads, and the Simpsons picture of us, and and then my cars.
Yeah.
But as far, I don't know. I don't know. I feel sorry for those kids when I go.
I was gonna say this before we talked about them. Do you remember us trying to make those Reese's Pieces peanut butter cups at
I do. I remember.
810 Mulder Drive?
We've been trying to make stuff like that from all the way on Terrace, Del Mar Terrace.
Yeah.
Do you remember when we had that? We set up the room like a science lab, and we put all like the pixie. We would like go around the room in like a cardboard box. I would drag you around, and we would go to all these different stations that we had all this candy set up. You don't remember that? I mean, before I was hardcore.
Familiar.
But
Kind of sounds familiar.
yeah, we would do. We were pretty.
What do you think the best house was?
My favorite house was definitely the house on 18th, the mansion.
On
It wasn't
18th
a
Ave?
mansion to us. It was a mansion.
Yeah.
That was definitely the house.
See, I think I had the most fun at Del Mar because we had the pool table downstairs.
Oh yeah.
We had first gotten the Nintendo, and we just played the crap out of Super Mario Brothers.
That was a good house too.
Yeah, but 18th was good.
18th was. I liked it because, man, we came straight out of the hood.
I know
we came straight out of the ghetto. We were like the Jeffersons.
We felt rich.
We were rich.
Yeah.
And then we got thrown right back.
Where did we go after that?
We went to Grandma's house. And then we ended up on Jefferson.
Jefferson.
Or no. Okay, wait. Let's see. So when we got
There must be a
back
block.
to the hood.
We lived in an apartment off of.
Not Jefferson. 7th. We went to 7th, I think. Is that not? Is that a different
that's
time?
before that. We did live in an apartment building off of 16th and Lincoln.
Jefferson.
Was it Jefferson? But that was only for like a few months.
Yeah, that wasn't very long. And then we went.
I think we went
to Mulder Drive, and then we
it was
went.
either Mulder or the college.
Oh, after Mulder Drive was the college.
Oh, that's right, because we went there.
That was the worst house.
Yeah.
One burner on the stove.
It was a 2-burner stove.
It was a 2-burner stove. I thought it was a 1-burner stove.
No, it was a 2-burner stove, like side by side, and then that small little oven, and then it was 2 bedrooms.
Like the living room was the living room was a bedroom.
Yeah, because we had bunk beds still then. It's funny times, but we had the college right across the street.
You know what? When I was growing up and stuff, like later in life, I would go down to my friend's house, and they lived on the east side and stuff. And you would think, that everyone was broke or whatever. And you would go into their house, and their houses were immaculate. I was like, what? And then one time I had some friends over at our house, which we weren't allowed to do. You were allowed to do it. Let me backtrack. You were allowed to have a whole gang up in your room. The house that my mom's in right now.
Oh, yeah.
But I wasn't allowed it. But there was a time. Sorry, Mama.
She didn't trust your friends.
Well, I wouldn't either, because my friends are. No,
I wouldn't have trusted my friends.
No,
my friends.
Right. My friends are. When people talk crap about my people, I'm like, I have never met more respectful people than my kind of people. I don't care who you are. I will defend that to the fullest. Because even though that people think my friends are a piece of craps, they're the most respectful people you meet on this planet. I'm talking about my OG friends, But anyways, I had some friends in there, and Mom had the stereo console, old record player, and it was on the ground, no legs, and then the TV on top of it. And my friends were like, dang, Shy Girl, I never knew you lived like this. And I dove in front of the console, and I was like, oh, please don't take my stereo system, and I would joke with them or whatever. And I was like, man, the struggle. And everyone talk about the struggle. They don't know the struggle.
Yeah.
But she did it.
I don't think we knew any better. I mean, until we went to people's houses and we're like, wow.
What is
You
this?
got color TV?
No, I think we didn't know it any better until Dad and Sharon got together. That was a turning point, boy.
Yeah.
She had the cell phone going on.
Remember
we had
the
those
big-ass
big
laser discs?
Yeah, the laser disc. I mean, that was eye-opening experience.
They had the Atari.
Everything that we didn't have that we only dreamed of.
Oh, that was crazy.
Which that's a blessing too.
Clicker.
She's the best.
We never had a remote.
You know, in all honesty, she didn't have to be nice to us. A lot of people don't like their stepkids or whatever, and she, you know, I don't know how she felt, but she did a good job. We went places, you know. She took us places. We never went places when we were little. Did Mom take us anywhere? And I know she couldn't. Yeah, she probably couldn't, but
I think she just worked too much.
Camping, we went camping and stuff.
Yeah.
But I would have never got that travel.
We would have never gotten lost on Mesha Island.
Yeah, about that.
I think you're right, though. I think
was Tony's fault. I hope you're hearing this, Tony. You should have got whooped that day.
Tony and Guy.
Dad should have whooped you, Tony. Got us lost out there and acted all innocent. And Dad comes and finds us and we're hanging off the cliff.
How long were we out there? Like 4 or 5 hours?
We were out there and remember every other cove that we came to that was supposed to be the cove. And I think it's right around here. And why
didn't we just turn around and go the other way? We were just too stubborn. I think we were
lost. How many times in our lifetime have we been on an island? How many times in our lifetime have we been in a forest area before that?
I'm surprised we didn't get I guess they probably don't have bobcats or anything. I'm surprised we didn't get attacked.
Did Mia tell you about the bear?
No.
Oh.
Bear?
Never mind.
They have a bear with her Maguni going hiking?
So where we just went this last weekend. Yeah. We went up to a waterfall. Where was that waterfall? At the very end of, what's the pass that has Boulder Cave? Is that White Pass?
Yeah.
Or Chinook?
What is that? I don't know.
Very end of one of those passes, the one that's always closed. You just keep going straight past the Natchez Y. You don't turn left. All the way at the very end of the pass, there's a waterfall. And so we get there and we're like, finally, you know, let's go see this waterfall. And the people that were there said, oh, I just wanted to let you know that the people that just left said they saw a bear at the top of the waterfall.
Wow.
And I'm like, I had my gun. I had a Glock. So I'm ready. I have my license. Anyways, but they were just full on wanting to go up there. And I'm thinking, these kids got a lot of faith in me. You know, I got it. But in all reality, I don't think so either. But in all reality, I would have definitely.
Did you guys see it?
No, but I mean, we were on the lookout and stuff. But I'm like walking with my backpack thinking, I can't let these babies down. Even though I did have a talk with them that I said, okay, whoever gets eaten by the bear, just know you were loved. You know, just throw the kids because we had the babies. I said, throw them if you have to, throw them down the bank. Just, know that you were loved. But if worse come to worse, I'd have just been blasting. I wouldn't have stopped. I would have did my best. But at the same time, I'm like, I'm scared of bears too.
Yeah, I don't.
We never saw the bear. We were
I'll
very
talk
cautious.
with Mia because, bear is not something to play around with. It's not going to be like, hey, let's go up and pet the bear. The bear is going to eat you.
Can we get this part out and then I could blame one of the kids for telling you? I'm joking, but no, they were fine. They were fine. If we were just really cautious and brave. They were brave. I mean, no, I'm not saying go for it. You hear there's a bear, go for it. No, we were scared. We were scared, but we did it. We saw the waterfall. It was beautiful. We enjoyed it. We went back.
This is the time now, right? When they're coming out of hibernation and they're trying to feed. So it's probably not a good time to.
We just made sure we weren't stupid. We made sure there was other people, and then there was this couple that had a dog. So if anything, the dog would have alerted, And if that dog started going nuts,
that dog would have been like, ruh!
We didn't see the bear. Even if who's to say there really was a bear, that I don't know. We were taking precautions. I did have a good sized weapon.
This reminds me. Here's a question for you. Do you remember? Because I've told Dad about this and he didn't really remember. Do you remember when we went camping with Dad in I think it was Dale's RV. And I don't know where it was at, but we were at the campfire, and above us there was UFOs.
Mm-mm.
God, am I the only one that remembers this?
Dad probably remembers it.
He I talked to him about it, and he was like, I don't really remember that. But I remember we were at the campfire, and someone's like, "What's that?" We were like doing marshmallows, and we all looked up, and we saw like several lights just going crazy above us, and we're like, "What is that?" And one of them was like, "I think those are UFOs." And then it was on the radio the next day when we were going back to Bellingham.
Oh dang! I'm not gonna. When we were coming back from Lake Stevens or Seattle that time, we were helping. Marco.
Yeah.
Those green lights that went above us.
Yeah.
What was that? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Or was I just too tired?
No, I remember that.
What the heck was that?
Those might have been flares from the not the reservation, the firing center.
That late at night?
Yeah,
Why would
like
they be going over us? That's a big that's a big firing center. It was just that was weird. I'm not gonna say
there are lights out here. There are like there's a lot of UFO sightings around Yakima. Do you believe in UFOs?
Somewhat, but the whole angel thing that I've experienced lately, yeah, I'm gonna say yes. I'm not gonna say anything is possible anymore.
You believe in Bigfoot?
No, I want to believe in it.
Yeah.
I like all that cool stuff, but I know I don't. I do want to know what happened to DB Cooper. I do want to know who killed JFK.
Yeah.
I do want to know the answer to all those conspiracy theories.
I was watching something on JFK. They were saying that the first George Bush was involved because he was in the CIA and he was in Dallas at the time, and then he had like crooked cops covering up for some of the CIA snipers to kill JFK, and I was like, wow, this is a conspiracy.
I wish there wasn't so many conspiracy theories. I wish I knew the truth on all of them.
Yeah,
but
sure
I wish that we had the answers for a lot of stuff, and I'm just like, I feel messed up for saying that because there's people out there that want to know who hurt their babies, and they don't have answers to. So I'm like, maybe I should just shut up because the stuff that it's just.
I think that's just a natural thing. I'm fucking ass deep into UFOs. I love UFOs. I'll go outside and I'll look up and I'll fucking stare at the stars for hours.
Well, my friend at work does say, I better believe it. And I'm like, well, I want to believe it, but I want to believe in little Mac and me. Ooh,
did you
aliens.
See
I don't want to believe in the scary alien predator. I ain't ready for that,
even though
I'll be hard.
Did you see the footage that the Navy released of the UFO?
Oh, yeah.
The Tic Tacs? TikToks? Whatever the fuck they are?
TikTok.
But yeah, that shit's like. Have you seen the Bob Lazar Netflix thing?
Oh yeah, that's good.
Yeah, so,
that was really good.
Yeah, I believe in that shit, man. I think he's telling the truth.
I mean, I just wish we would. I mean, me and my friend were gonna go down to Area 51 for that thing. I even bought the inflatable alien.
It turned
costume.
Out to be. It was like,
I know.
Why didn't you guys rush it?
I know. And I wouldn't have rushed it, but I would have went down there to kick it, I'm sure they would have had some good food vendors.
I think they had like a rave.
Maybe I would have. I guess it depends on what was going on down there at the time.
Yeah. Hopefully the government decides just let us know. Yeah, this is what we got. We've already given you this Navy shit, but here's the rest of it.
They won't do that.
Why? Why do you think?
Well, look what happened. They announced the coronavirus, and then we're all sold out of toilet paper. The world ain't ready for it. The world's a bunch of pussies, and they get all panicked.
Do you think that'll spread fear?
Definitely, especially now. Especially how I know. I had a friend that tried cashing out his retirement. What? I'm like, dude, don't cash out your retirement. You're freaking out. I mean, no, I'm not bashing him, but that's funny.
Just because he thought the financial market crashed.
Yeah, probably. He's not stupid, but it's just people panic, and I'm like, we have to stay calm during this.
I think with aliens, though, I think too many people believe in it that they're okay if it's real. I don't think it's gonna make any pain because if anything were gonna happen, it would have happened by now. If they wanted to take us over, they would have taken us over. So us knowing that the government knows about it, it's not. I don't think we should make it a big difference.
I just think that I think it has a lot to do with religion too. I don't think you know, because some people say that religion is a way to keep everybody in check. You know, do I? I don't want to believe that. I personally will shut everything down, all my doubts, all that, and believe that there's a God. There is a God in my life because of he, it's been proven time and time again. And if there's not, well, that's what I'm gonna believe. I'm not gonna dismiss that.
Yeah.
But I think that with other stuff coming out, I think it'll ruffle some feathers and get people, and all that's gonna do is cause chaos and I mean people. There's some people out there that need to believe that there's a God and that sin is, you know,
Yeah, I think
it keeps people in check.
Yeah, it does.
It keeps people in check.
Was it meant to do that? I don't know. Maybe. I think it's just I think most people need a higher purpose to believe in, and I think that's probably why religion's there. I don't know if there's a God. I don't consider myself atheist, but I don't consider myself religious either.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. I'm not religious. I can't tell you anything. I can't tell you. I could tell you the stories that I've seen on TV. I could tell you the story of Moses or whatever. I think. I'm not even sure. But I can tell you that no matter what, I believe that there's a God. And then especially here lately, like I told you about those angels. I know I'm on that, but I'm tripping. But I hope, at least. I mean, I don't know. Because I don't want to believe that there's nothing after this. That'd be a waste. What, we just turn into dust and we're done? That's it? That's us?
I think our consciousness converts to something else. I think everything's related in one way or another. I think we're all kind of like energy, and when we pass, that energy gets put back into the group. Does that make sense?
That's cool.
Yeah, that's how I see things, and whether or not that group is part of, another being or a higher being like a god. Yeah, who knows?
It just sucks that we only get one shot at this, because it's been a fun journey.
Maybe. Struggles,
trials, tribulations, all that good stuff. It's been fun raising these kids for 40 years or however long it's been so far. It's been fun. I mean, I think everything has been fun.
We could also be. Have you seen The Matrix? We could also be living in a simulation. I watched that yesterday, and I was thinking, God, we could be living in a simulation right now.
What's a simulation? Like a program that we choose? Because I chose the wrong one.
No, so the spoiler.
I need to go back and choose the right one.
Here it is. So the premise of The Matrix is that, and this is a spoiler alert, humans are no longer the dominant thing. They created AI, robots took over, and now are using humans as a battery to power themselves. So they farm humans.
Oh, that's sick.
And put them into a simulation world that's in 1999 at the peak of the human population. And so we're living life in our mind in a simulation, thinking that this is everyday norm, when really we're just in a little pod providing power to these machines.
Are we the machines?
No, the machines are using us as a battery.
What do the machines
watch The Matrix.
Look like?
Some of them look like spiders. Some of them look like...
Oh, dang.
Yeah, but they're using like software to make our environment so that we stay alive long enough to provide them that power. So
I'm gonna have to watch that. Yeah. No, I've never watched that.
Yeah, I had Joanne watch it yesterday because she never fully watched it. She's never really into it. And I was trying to explain this to her, but she still didn't like it. And I was like, "This is a great movie. I don't see how you don't like it. It's a good movie."
I'm ready to see the futuristic stuff. That's what I'm waiting to see. I want to see the cars that are flying, and I want to see us like putting on those things and getting to role play with not like all the stuff you see on Facebook, not like the sexual role, when you see them wearing those things and doing.
So like,
I ain't ready for all that.
You've seen Ready Player One?
Yeah.
So like that.
Maybe not so much. Just like have you ever seen the one with Bruce Willis where they I can't tell you what it's called right now, but everybody in society puts a mask on and they live their life, the life that they want to live.
Oh yeah, but everybody's like super fat.
They get to be whoever they want, and then the person in the chair on the other side is like
what
fat.
What was that called?
I don't
Look
know,
that up,
that's a good
Malia.
movie.
What was that called? It's a Bruce Willis movie. And everybody, it's kind of like Ready Player One a little bit because they are all living in a virtual world.
I wanna be.
Sixth Sense? No, that's a different one.
No, not The Sixth Sense. It's was it Bruce Willis though?
Definitely Bruce Willis. And he like missed his wife. He was like
Yeah.
and he missed his wife, and his wife was always like,
God, what was that movie?
it was good.
I can bring the thing up on the TV.
Yeah, bring up Bruce Willis's. Wasn't The Fifth Element?
Split. Nope, it's none of those.
It's none of the diehards. Jesus, there's that many diehards. Cooper was a good movie. I don't know if you watched it. Surrogates.
Surrogates.
Click on that one.
I'm pretty sure that's it.
Play a.
Oh, definitely Surrogates.
Yeah, play that
that's
first
it.
clip real quick. Yeah, because he's got hair. I remember that hair.
Yeah, because he wanted that hair.
Oh yeah.
Robotic human surrogates combine the durability of a machine
I do remember this.
with most people living their lives through their surrogate cells.
You want that right now?
I just want to I don't really want that, because I would probably just be me. I mean, but I just want to, I want video, like, haven't you played the virtual reality at the Meadowbrook?
I didn't play at the Meadowbrook, but my friend has a virtual reality headset he brought to work, and I tried it out, and I was fucking impressed. I was like, holy crap.
Oh, man, there's a boxing one at the Meadowbrook. That's a workout,
good.
and it's fun.
Yeah, I can see
like that stuff at home, and I guess they have it at home, but I want to see the futuristic stuff. I do want to see the flying cars. I want to see the cars changed. I want to see the stuff. I want to see some jets and stuff. I want to see you put them.
I don't think we'll actually ever get the flying cars.
But did you ever see like the stuff they have in Japan? I mean, they have paint that changes colors. They have their technology is amazing. It's like, dang.
Yeah, it's all cutting edge and probably costs millions of dollars to.
It's
You're not
cool.
gonna get it at
I
home.
mean, we never thought we were gonna have cell phones the way we did.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking about being at home on the phone that's playing with the cord. And we came a long way. Look at from our black and white TVs to flat screens and
Exactly.
so
Streaming media over the air. Like it's
can we
nothing.
take a time out or no?
Do you need to use the restroom?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go use the restroom. I'll just talk to Malia while you're out there.
You take over.
Yeah.
Real quick.
No. You can just talk right there. I'll just talk to you from over here.
Yeah, but you can't even hear me.
Well, I can hear myself. I'll just talk. We'll just put the mic on. Huh? You can come over here and sit if you want.
I literally look like trash. I can't.
You hardly ever get to be on camera.
I know.
How's this podcast so far? What do you think?
I think it's going good.
You think it's going? How do you know how long we were into it so far?
It was past an hour.
Past an hour.
I don't remember
Well,
exactly,
we got a lot
but it was
to talk
definitely past an hour.
Is there anything that you think I should bring up to Felicia?
I don't know. I think it's just fun. I think this one's really funny. I like this one a lot.
I think we need to start doing more scheduling of people to come on.
We could start a calendar.
Maybe a calendar.
Put
There
a
might
giant
be.
calendar, right?
I might actually do one by myself. It'd just be out here talking. It doesn't have to be long. Maybe half hour long. I'd like to have you and Mia on here at the same time. I bought another mic stand.
Like with you or just?
Yeah, I'll be over here. You guys be over there.
I'm gonna say something. Yeah, I don't remember. Oh, yeah. Cause like you were saying with like putting out like a little video with like clips from each thing.
Yeah.
I think it'd be cool to do it like after every so many videos. Like probably do it after this one.
Like a highlight.
Yeah, like maybe after like every 5 videos or something.
Let's do it.
And do like the funny moments.
We'll get some video editing software for you.
Yeah. Oh, we're just talking about that.
Editing, or because I had told her before you got here. I said we need to start doing highlights of the podcast to where they're like shorter clips of like funny moments, so that people don't have to watch the whole. Because I know that nobody's gonna watch the whole thing. You need some more.
Yeah.
Can you ask Joanne, baby, Malia, to
I
give
won't ask you to do anything else.
to get us another one.
Thank you.
To do like highlights of like funny moments of the podcast. So like with Paul, maybe just do a couple like 1-minute clips and post those on the page so that people can just watch those, and maybe it'll spark interest in them to watch the whole thing.
Well, like, how would I if I want people to watch the podcast. So could I have them join the podcast in order to see this? I mean, I'm not saying they really want to see this, but if they wanted to see this, they would have to join the podcast.
No, the podcast actually has a page that's publicly viewable, so you can share that page.
Can
with
you
them.
send me like a clip of just a small clip of this so that I could say?
See, that's what I'm saying is that if we could create. Okay. Do you know how to make it? Well,
I'm cool.
You're cool. Bring her beer thing.
Oh my god.
There you go.
Just the beer.
And bring
and
me
the Clamato.
bring me a glass, and I'll have some of this.
Okay, let's
Thank
do
you.
this.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying is if she creates some clips, and then you can share those out to people.
Yeah,
You know?
definitely.
So you don't have to be a friend of the podcast page or the podcast.
I just don't want to. I don't want to. If anybody's interested in seeing this, I don't want them to just see it without joining the podcast because I'm happy for you for this podcast. That's cool.
It's more of like I've said a couple times. It's more of it's just something fun to do.
Your chair is sick.
Which one?
The secret
This
lab.
one? You like that? Got this off of Mia's boyfriend.
Yeah, it's cool.
Sold it to me. But it's something fun to do. I wanted something for her to do during this time because she's stuck at home. And I just thought I had the equipment. Obviously, I'll probably at some point give a video of the setup so people know how this thing's set up. But I kind of MacGyvered a lot of this, as you can see.
I like it. It's like chill in here. I love them little mobster paint. That is sick.
Yeah, Joanne bought me that a couple years ago. I don't know why.
Did you guys go to the Mob Museum when you were in Vegas? Next
The
time you
what?
go to Mob Museum, that's something to go to.
Museum.
Mob.
Oh, Mom Museum. No, we went, and I think Linda wanted to go to that.
It's
but
really good.
we ran out of time, so me and Joe and Summer went to the haunted. What's his name? The guy from Ghost Hunters. He has a museum that has like cursed objects.
I didn't know that.
Then it was good.
Thank you, baby.
They had
Thank you.
They had this cursed. Malia, look up Zach Baggins Haunted Museum. I think that's what it's called. Zach Baggins Haunted Museum.
Oops.
Baggins, Baggins, I think. It's in Las Vegas. They had this. I think it's called a Dorvik box. It's like a Jewish box that they keep a demon in.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, that thing. So
I never even heard
click
of
on the
that.
first link right there, and I'll tell you all the stuff I saw. Let's see if it shows it. Oh, go up. So I saw this. So this thing what's called Luigi's Lugosi's mirror. So but I think his name's Bela Lugosi, the guy that played the first Dracula.
Oh, that's tight.
The mirror's supposed to be cursed. If you look in it, something about like you'll die or some shit, or you'll see a demon. So they give you the option to leave. So they're like, okay, raise your hand if you want to look in it. If you don't want to look in it, you got to step outside.
Did you look at it?
Yeah.
Dang, brave one.
The only demon I saw was myself. It was crazy.
Shoot, yeah.
This
I see that sometimes when I look at my own mirror.
Jack's van was pretty cool. It was, I don't remember who Jack was, but I think he was a serial killer or something. But it was the actual van that he
That's cool.
like killed people in.
Maybe Jack the Ripper?
I think Peggy the doll was honestly the scariest thing because they had this spirit box in there. You know what a spirit box is? It's that thing that makes that static noise, and occasionally you'll hear a voice. It had that in there, and it was super loud, and this thing's just staring at you, and it's like, all right, this is the creepiest part of this tour. I think I want to leave now. But it's pretty good. It was... I think that was the scaredest I was. They had this little midget lady walking around, creeping up behind you and scaring you.
Mom would like something like that, huh?
Mom would probably have a heart attack in there.
No, she'd be like, "Oh, that's so cute. I gotta have that for my."
I don't know. I think Joanna was pretty scared, just because if you believe in a lot of that stuff. And I'm not saying demons and stuff aren't real, but I think if you put a lot of thought into it, it will become real.
Oh,
So
yeah,
I tried
definitely.
not to, because I didn't want that shit coming back here. You know, I tell the girls because they wanted to play with the Ouija board. I was like, you bringing that shit in here, you can go play with that somewhere else. Because I do think that some people, even if you don't believe in it, you'll have weird experiences. I think, I'm not saying we do, but they think this place is haunted, our house is haunted, because the doors downstairs will open on their own. And we've given the ghost a nickname. His name's Gary, because Brooklyn said, she said it's scary, but it sounded like Gary. And so ever since then, I've just been calling the ghost Gary. And occasionally you go downstairs and a door will be open that's supposed to be closed. Or you'll hear weird creaks and stuff. But I think that's more the house than anything.
I feel like that is going on at my house because when we got the place, it was nice. And I was like, oh, I'm going to take care of it. We bought it from the son, you know. It's like, I'm going to take care of it. And then we have done nothing but destroy it. And stuff's been happening. And I'm like, oh, she's mad. She's mad. We're ruining their house.
Did someone die in it?
No, but it was obviously they took real good care of it when they were there. You could tell that they had OCD and stuff. You know, they made that little patio so they could wash. I mean, just a little patio so they could wipe the window or whatever. So they took real good care of it, and we're there like destroying it. But I'm trying to make it better. But I'm not a carpenter. I'm making it worse.
No.
I am making it worse,
You think
and
so?
it doesn't help with the kids. Yeah.
Do you? Because I would say I'd help you, but I'm not a good carpenter either. I barely know how to do anything. I can do some things, but do you have anybody that can help you, like make sure you're doing things right?
The answer to that yesterday when I was trying to do the flooring, was we should just pay somebody to do it. And I'm thinking,
Trying to save money.
yeah, where's the money coming from? You know, I said, if any retard can do this, we can do this. So stop acting like that. And the comment was, I could see why none of your coworkers like working with you.
Oh man.
And I said, well, you know what?
Exactly.
Fuck you and my coworker. No, I didn't.
They
say
ain't
that.
trying to put this
Sorry,
floor
babe.
together.
No, I said, you know what? Go to sleep if you want to. And I'm out there like hammering, and I'm pretty sure the neighbors may have heard me like.
Is this like
is
2
not
a.m.?
easy. I've been going hard. I've been losing sleep from this place.
Man.
But now I got a brand new bedroom, kind of, sort of, and I love it, and life is good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you remember the story of when you saw the old lady, the old lady ghost? So tell that story, because I don't think I ever told Malia this.
So I was, I'm going to say 13 or 14, and we were on Del Mar Terrace, and I'm in my bed, and the door's in front of me, and no joke, we had a hallway there that went into the bathroom, and this old lady body with a veil walks by the bedroom, and she didn't have the veil up. She had the veil up. I mean, she didn't have it on. She had it up, and it was the prettiest face I've ever seen in my life. But she had a evil laugh as she walked straight into the bathroom. Is that the lady you're talking about? Oh my God.
I don't recall.
I just
ever
pulled the
seeing
blankets
that.
over my head, and I was like, "You're just freaking out. You're just, tripping or whatever." But I've seen Mom. I have seen stuff like that since I was little. But Mom says it's because I'm epileptic and I'm crazy and I sleptwalk or whatever, and I need a medication and blah blah blah.
I think I was more scared at that house of the dark and at night than I was anywhere else except for 18th Ave. 18th Ave scared me. But in that place, I really had problems going to sleep because I always thought someone was staring at me. I didn't know where from, but I would fall asleep thinking someone was staring at me and be up to like 1 a.m. on school days because I was too scared to go to sleep. So I wonder if maybe there was something going on.
I don't know. If there was, I mean, it's cool.
Yeah,
I think it's
eventually
cool.
it faded,
I
right?
would love to. I don't know. You know, when you have dreams of loved ones that passed away, it's like the best feeling in the world, and it's the saddest feeling in the world. I would like to see somebody that meant something to me. I don't want to see some scary old lady with pretty faces walk by me.
I want to see somebody I fucking don't know.
You do? You wouldn't
No.
want to see. You wouldn't want to see, like, not see, but don't you like having like the signs from Richard or signs?
The signs are fine, but if I saw Richard in my hallway, I'd be like, "What the fuck? What the fuck you doing here, Rich?
Hey,
I
girlfriend.
love you, but man."
Hey, girlfriend. I was like,
Especially a ghostly figure.
the food is in the kitchen, Rich.
Because just think about that. Rich is a buff dude, and if I see a buff-looking Richard dude in my hallway, I'm like, where's my bat?
Yeah, yeah. No, I guess just maybe more signs.
Yeah, I like the signs. I think the signs are cool.
I got a couple signs. I got a dragonfly sign.
Really?
I feel like a dragonfly is my sign. It just seemed like to
me. Give me an example.
When I got into the accident at work and I thought I was going to die that day, the only time in my whole life I thought I was going to die. I mean, I've been shot at, all that. I never thought I was going to die like the time at work. I thought I was done. And I seen this dragonfly and I'm like, I didn't think anything of it until I kept seeing a dragonfly. And it might not have been the same dragonfly, but I just continued seeing dragonflies like after that. And it was right after Richard had passed. But I hope, I don't know. That's probably stupid.
Probably.
Then when I Google it, it does say something along the line of that. But then, Google will do that.
Have you had signs recently? I haven't had anything since the tree. Since the tree branch.
I haven't had any signs recently. I haven't. No. I used to see people that I would have to do a double take because it looked like him. Yeah. I don't get so emotional anymore. I'll go check at his page or whatever and leave a message every once in a while when I'm thinking about him or whatever. But really, what good is that doing? Yeah. It's not doing anything. It's not even therapy for yourself.
I just occasionally be like, "Hey, Rich, I love you. I'm thinking about you, bud. Just so you know." I just say it so that if he is around or something, if I get that energy around me, at least he knows. I don't want his memory to fade.
I think what troubles me the most is that when Grandma passed, it bothered me a little bit that she didn't have more impact on a lot of more people in the world.
Yeah.
And I feel like I didn't react the way I was supposed to. And then I thought to myself, if my grandbabies, who I would live and breathe and who I do everything for in my life, who are the most important people in my world, if they treated me like that when I passed, if they didn't have emotion or the way I showed it, oh my God, I'd come back and haunt them.
Well, I think we're just so I think there's a lot of stuff going on. We're now so separated from Grandma than we used to be that it didn't impact us as much. And it's not something to be ashamed of. It's just something that happens. It's life, It's like...
Yeah, but I feel like I could have maybe been a better granddaughter.
Yeah.
Because I try and whatever role I play in people's life, I try and be the best at it. Maybe I'm not. Am I not a good sister?
I don't have any issues with you being my sister.
Well, I don't know like what sisters do and stuff actually, but
I would say
I'll be the first one here to kick somebody's ass if you need me to. Does that help? No.
I think you're the sister I need you to be. How about that?
Well, if you ever need anything else,
yeah. If I need to talk to you, I talk to you. If I don't, then we don't talk. But
and baby over here, my little niece. I guess the only role I could play for my niece is that also I'll be the first one there to kick somebody's ass, baby. But
I think with her, because I'm sure you heard her on the podcast say that she doesn't have a relationship with you.
Oh, when the night that I cried myself to sleep because of it.
Is that what made you feel like crap? Because I didn't know what made you feel like crap.
That's my baby, yeah.
But it's not a bad thing. It's just because one, she's pretty antisocial. Also, she hangs around her friends, but other than that, she's just like me. She'll go to her room, and she'll be by herself, and she's gotten to be like that. She's basically me, and that's just the way.
Yeah, but she's my niece.
She is.
Just like
I think it's more of she doesn't know you as well as maybe she could.
Yeah, and see, I don't think that. I think Mia was the same way until that she had a problem, and I mean, no joke, I was shaking on the phone, ready to drive over to someone's house and slash their throat for her. And I think that was a wake-up call that for her. I don't know. I don't even know what type of relationship I have with her, to be honest. Hopefully,
I think you're closer to Mia than you are with Malia. But it's only because Malia doesn't, or you two haven't really talked a lot, right? You guys see each other.
So I'm gonna have to take her to 2 movies. Just kidding. I have to buy her popcorn, nachos, and candy. Hopefully with her discount.
Hook it up.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
And it's just like with me and like, God, oops. I would say they're too young to really know me. You know, like
they love you. Mine love you.
yeah,
My grandbabies love you.
yeah.
Uncle
Molly loves me.
Michael.
Zalia loves me. She took a while for her to love me, but like the 2 younger ones, but they're too young to really know who I am. So
I think as long as you do that thing that you do to
yeah,
them,
the tickle head.
that's what they're gonna remember.
Yeah,
As long as they remember something, right?
yeah. I think that's all it's about.
I know that's all it's about.
Yeah, like because we still remember Uncle Candy.
Oh
It's
man,
like,
Uncle Candy.
Yeah, it's like,
all of them.
And we rarely saw him.
I think that's why I wanted to do this podcast is because when Grandma was passing away, Grandma Sally, all the aunts were there and they were writing down all these stories that she would tell that they never heard. You know, you knew that, right? They had notebooks and notebooks of all these stories that Grandma would be telling. And they were just in awe. But they would talk about Grandma, you know, she used to be so beautiful. Well, she always was beautiful till the day she died, you know. But they just, you know. And so I'm like, I don't know. I guess I hope that this, you know, I'm thinking will be shown at my funeral most likely. I don't know. I just want to. Well, I just try and play the role. I guess I'm just fake. I try and play the role that everybody puts me in. You know, like the kids. I know they talk crap, but like Goonie will go in. Oh, that's my mom. This is my mom. You know, I'll just be minding my own business. Hey, mom, come here. This is my mom. You know, and I'm like, oh, hey. You know, so I know what Goonie thinks of me. Goonie just thinks that I'm like, hey, this is my mom, you know, do I look like her? That's like the first question she asks, you know. And so I know how Goonie feels about me. She's proud of me being her mom, you know. Same with all the kids. I'm sure, even though Kicker decided to embarrass me the other day, I know how they feel about me, and I need to live up to that. It's hard, you know. I'm gonna be old, and I ain't gonna live up to all that, but I don't know. I'm trying to leave some kind of lasting impression. I don't know why. I don't know why it even matters. I guess that makes me shallow.
No, it doesn't make you shallow. I think it's part of human nature. You what's that saying?
That's all people remember about you, you know, like I remember this, that. But why does it even matter? We're not here no more after we
I think it matters because like I often wonder where I get my personality from. Like, why am I the way I am? And if I were to know more people that came before me, maybe I can see where that came from. Like, I know I get some stuff from mom and I get some stuff from my dad, but what do I get from them? I can see the stuff I get from mom, but I don't know what I get from my dad. You know, I think my charisma, you know, I can charm some people, but I think, you know, from mom, I think I get the don't take some shit, you know, and I kind of tell it how it is sometimes, but I think that's what people try to look back at, you know, and I think that's what your grandkids will look back like, where did I get this from? Well, here's a video of your grandma. Look on this podcast. Look at that mannerism. You got that.
That's what honest to God, that's what I'm hoping for, because I think like that too. And I think, well, I got this and this. I got this from my mom and this from dad, and it just, I like tried to make it even more than what they gave me. And I want that to, it obviously skipped my kids, just kidding, but I see that in the grandbabies, you know, I want them to be even better than that. Yeah. And it's like, I don't know. It's pretty cool.
That's good. That's what I have an itchy spot. That's what I tell Malia and Mia about, you know, how I want them to be. It's like, I want you to be better than me.
That's what it's about. I thought that's what the goal was, to make your kids better than you.
Yeah, that's what I want their goal to be. It's like, okay, you see where I'm at in my life and the struggles that it took for me to get to where this is. I want you to be better than me. I don't want you to have to struggle as much. You know, maybe have the necessary struggle, but not the bullshit that I had to go through, so that you are better off than I am at this point.
Do you live by that, baby?
Probably not.
Well, mine
I don't
don't.
get
So I
it.
think I gave up on mine. Mine just look at me like I'm stupid, and then so I'm like, okay. So I start trying to focus on the babies, and then I'm like, well, crap, man. I screwed my babies up, so I don't want to screw these babies up. But I'm in a whole different mindset.
They made their own decisions. So like if she ends up being fucking I don't know something that I don't approve of, that was her decision. You know.
And I had to take that back because I didn't really screw them up. Because there are a lot of times I'm proud. I'm like proud. Pretty much I'm proud every day. I may not let them know or whatever, but I'm proud of them in one way or another every day. But and I know they roll their eyes and talk their crap, but I know when it gets to that point, when I'm gone, once again, when I'm gone, they're gonna be like,
You said that several times already.
I'm not going anywhere
You
anytime
think-
soon. I don't think unless I die in a car accident or something here.
So like I was telling Mom, it's like I have this fear that I'm gonna die when I'm in my 50s. It's like I've always had this since I was like 12ish that I would die before I'm 56, and I don't know why. And so my fear is that I'm not going to be able to accomplish the things that I want to accomplish before that time, or to see them grow up to be what I know they're going to be. And so that scares me in a way. And as I've gotten older, that fear has kind of gone away, but it still pops up. It's like, fuck, man.
Well, there's
I'm
no,
close, man.
there's exactly that's the reason why I keep bringing it up because there's no, that's where we're headed.
Yeah.
You know, I hope I live a long, long life to see the babies like graduate or to see their babies, but can't complain.
Yeah.
I had a good life. It's been fun so far. It's only gonna get better, I think, but you never know.
Yeah, you never know.
You never know. You know, like, but that's what we have to focus on. That's the next step, right? Are you?
Yeah. Well,
It's not like
and
we
now
say,
that
"Hey,
now
once
that
we
you got the
graduate, you go, okay."
grandkids, I think that's something I haven't experienced yet, and I think that's something I don't know if I'll ever experience because neither one of them want kids. So it's like, will I ever experience that? I think it'd be cool to be a grandpa. Do I want to be one right now? Probably not. Give me a couple more years.
Well, I didn't want to be either, but it's the best thing that ever happened. And then Scylla, she didn't want kids, and she's the one popping them out. And then she was like, I came home the other day, and the babies look beautiful. Both babies look beautiful, and I was like, look at them, because they're just perfect. And she goes, I know I'm awesome. You know what? I might as well just go start popping out babies left and right. I just might do that, you know. And I laughed and stuff, and I was like,
She's gonna come back
No.
tomorrow. I'm pregnant.
I know, and then I'll be like talking crap again, and then it'll be the best thing ever. It is. It's fun. I mean, now I don't think it would be so fun if we were in a different situation. But
Yeah.
right now, the situation that we're in, where we have a roof over our head, we're not stressing so much about food, blah blah blah, then it's okay. I just don't want. I think it'd be harder if I didn't have the job that I have and stuff. It would be really hard. It's a blessing. So, I don't know.
The last 10 years have really went up for you, right? As far as like your career and all that stuff. It's been how long ago did you graduate from Perry?
12 years. And it's been hard. Super hard.
I bet. But
But
was it worth it? Was the struggle worth
oh yeah, it's worth it. I learned a lot. I grew a lot. You know, you think you come from one lifestyle your whole life, the gangs, and that's all you know. And now you're seeing different. But if it weren't for the gang being in gang related, I wouldn't be the person. I wouldn't have the strength to deal with the crap that I deal with, and I wouldn't have the confidence. And I know it's hard to believe, but you have the don't take no crap. You know, you don't take crap. You know, and then I don't know. Everything that's happened in my life has happened for a reason. Has it been easy? No. What's the question? Let me take another drink.
I was just asking you if
Something. Hold up. That might have been a 2-drinker.
the struggle for the last 12 years, it's gotten you to a better place than it was.
Financially?
Everything, right? You got your own house now.
Oh man.
You got a good
Is
job.
that a trip? Is that a trip that we have houses? Never in my life would I think that I would have owned a house. I think what did it for me was when I had the Lincoln. When I had the Lincoln, every day I looked at that car and I was like, what? Wait.
What is this?
Or even when I go, even when I go outside and I see my own yard, and I see I have a car, I'm like, wait, huh?
How did this happen? Yeah.
So it's got me a long way, and I'm appreciative. I appreciate it.
I think I've grown a little bit too accustomed to knowing that I have like my own car and my own house. So I need to appreciate that a little bit more.
Oh, I'm scared every day of losing it.
Yeah.
I'm scared every day because I'm thinking, how? Okay, God. Okay, God.
You tricking me?
Yeah. Okay.
When's IRS come to take this shit away? No,
pretty much. I
hopefully
get
that
scared
won't
every
happen.
day. I mean, you never know.
You don't.
And then what? There's times when I think I'm strong enough. I'll get 2 jobs. I'll do this. I'll do that. I'll make a way. But then there's other days where I'm like, what am I gonna do? What the heck am I gonna do? I'm 115 years old. How much? Like, what can I do?
Feeling every day of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sometimes I feel that.
I feel it.
It's like, ugh.
But I mean, there's nothing else I could do but make a way. So I got to. I have to for the kids.
Yeah.
Not even for my kids to show them, but for the babies too. For my kids, I guess. Like, I gotta keep pushing.
Yeah.
Or even for people like I've set examples for, because there's been people that, I think I've kind of set a good example for.
Good.
I can't let them down.
Good.
So I don't know. Is that where we end?
No, fine. You're fine. What was I gonna ask you? I think I might have had a little bit too much alcohol.
I'm gonna be having to drive to Sunnyside.
How's your drink? You have a drink of that.
Oh, it's good.
Is it just a red beer, or is it like
It's a
spicy?
michelada, yeah. It's kind of got a lot of salt.
You ever think that salt is the reason why you get migraines?
No.
I think that might be it.
I think sugar.
Have you cut sugar out?
Mm-hmm.
Have they been better since you've done that?
Mm-hmm.
Really? Sugar?
No, I think pork, and I think sugar, and
Pork?
definitely pork. Pork is a major factor, but it's so delicious.
Like, is there specific pork, like bacon, or just any pork?
Pork.
Wow. Well, pork is high in sodium, though.
I won't give up pork. It has something in there that other things don't have in there, and that's triglycerides or something like that. And it's not the first time I heard that. Yeah. But with me, pork is a big one. But it could be anything. Every day I play the blame game. It could be that I'm not wearing my glasses. It could be that I'm wearing my glasses. It could be the salt. It could be sugar. I never know.
Do you, when you try to limit yourself to the things that you think that is causing it, do you find that you crave it more?
No, I would do anything and everything not to have migraines. Especially when it was just last year, it was just last year that I had a 5-day migraine. That's when I had to take the shot. That's when I had to do the shot. 5 days.
Crazy.
It was 2 days. 2 days was normal, but a 5-day one, that's kind of intense.
Does it make you miss a lot of work?
Yeah, that's the scary part.
That sucks.
Is if they're gonna believe you or if they're not. Do they understand or they don't? Am I pushing it or not? And it's missing out on a lot. It's missing out on a lot. I don't feel good. How many times the kids have to hear that? I know you don't feel good. You never feel good. You know. And it's like, dude, I don't.
I get that too. I get that because I have stomach issues, and so that's part of the reason I don't like travel too, is because I don't know when I'm gonna have to use the restroom. So I don't like going places because my stomach, if it gets upset, man, I'm gonna be on that fucking toilet for like an hour or two, and it has caused me to miss work. But there's things that
it's happened after you had your surgery.
No, it's so before I had the surgery for the gallbladder, I was just in constant pain right here. I always felt like I got punched in my liver, or like a hot poker had went all the way through and someone was trying to pull it back out.
Dang.
Yeah, and so it was like constant, like at least 3 days a week, and so that would just wear me out, and it was that plus I always have an upset stomach. So when the gallbladder got taken out, man, it took that away. That's been gone ever since. I haven't had that pain. It was like a big relief. But like a month after the surgery, I started getting my upset stomach again. I was like, what is going on, man? And I thought it was because we had a water cooler at work that never got cleaned.
Oh.
So I thought that they had like mold in it or something. So I took that motherfucker apart and cleaned it out with bleach. And I was like, okay, because my stomach was always gurgly. You know, that was the only thing that I could think of. But no, it was what I think it is just the foods I eat. I think I had a food allergy test, so I'm allergic to gluten, avocados, eggs, a bunch of shit. A bunch of shit that I like to eat, right?
Yeah,
Cheese.
screw that.
I'm like, fuck, I can't eat anything. The only thing I can really eat is potatoes. I'm like, oh, man.
For real.
And so I just try to, not lately because I've been home a lot. I was trying to limit those things that I knew I had allergies to. But I still get upset stomachs every once in a while. Today's been a good day. You know, I get good days like this where I don't have to worry. But like yesterday, it was like, ugh, okay.
Oh man, that sucks.
Yeah. So I kind of feel it. It doesn't hurt like a migraine. So I don't know how you go through that because I've had migraines.
Baby, you gotta take over for me for 2 minutes.
You okay?
I'm gonna go pee.
So that beer's getting to you. The beer's getting to you. So Malia, how are you doing?
I'm back.
You're back. You better
back.
let me remove that beer from you.
Okay.
Have you
Oh my gosh, she's insane.
I love her. She's funny. I think
funny.
probably the next person we should have maybe Tiba. Maybe get Tiba on here.
It could be fun.
Yeah. I don't even know if she's watched this. Tiba, if you've watched this, please leave a comment. Say I've watched this.
I'm really enjoying Felicia.
You really enjoying her?
It's funny.
How long have we been going so far?
2 hours.
2 hours. We might have to wrap this up,
It's
but we
very
gotta
long.
get
How does
super
this
drunk. Can you smell this candle, by the way?
I couldn't. I don't even know what it smells like.
Can you smell it? It
I'm
smells pretty
sorry.
good. No, you're all right.
Okay.
I got
We
my
don't have to
get
cut
toast
that out.
here.
That's what happens when you drink beer and liquor. And you can keep that in if you want.
No, it will probably stay.
If this is being shown at my funeral, guess what? I don't have that problem anymore. I'm dead.
You mean you don't have your diaper on?
Oh, I'll probably have a diaper on. That I'll probably have on.
Oh man. Oh. Was there anything? So I'm gonna try to get T.
And I peed with your door open. I didn't shut all the way because I was in a rush, and then your door went wide open.
Yeah, it doesn't stay
and
shut.
I'm like, great.
You're like, hi everybody.
I was
How's
like
it
waiting,
going?
like that's
Is that Gary? Is he staring at me?
Gary was all watching me.
I think I'll have T-Bone on here at some point. I don't know. I don't even know if she's watched the podcast or if she knows about it.
If you have Tiba up in here, you better have 2 chairs. One for Doug.
One for Doug and one for Tiba.
They're inseparable. Good for you. More power to her. Whatever.
He's a nice guy. I met him and I met him once. I think he's only been over here once, right?
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
Seems like a good guy.
Whatever, whatever makes you happy.
What makes you happy, Felicia?
What makes me happy? Vanilla candles. No.
Is that your favorite candle?
It was until yesterday. I found a new scent. It's called Mystic or something like that. It's pretty good. But I do like vanilla candles. I like to chill. What makes me happy? Money? No. Shoes? No.
Are you a shoe head?
Oh man.
Really?
Do I have to show you my shoes?
I remember you used to like shoes. Yeah, let me see your shoes.
I got a skirt on.
Don't show anything above the skirt.
No, my bruised legs and stuff, but I had to wear them. The
What are
Pumas.
those? Puma. I think Chuck
I know
Taylors.
I had to wear a skirt. I'm big on shoes.
Really?
I like my shoes. I got some funky shoes, man. But I like them.
Good.
No, what really makes me happy? Every moment makes me happy. I'm happy most of the time.
Good.
I don't know what else to say.
You don't have to say much.
Okay.
Yeah. Just a question.
How many hours are we into this already? Are we at 148?
Good. I think
We're 2 hours into this. Nobody
what?
wants to hear
Does it even feel like 2 hours? Just kidding. No, we could wrap this up. Is there anything that you want to say to anybody?
Well, shout out to just kidding.
You can shout out
Shout out
anybody you
to-
want.
Can I? With your work
Go
friend?
for it.
VRC all day. No, VRC all day, every day. Just kidding. But for real. No, I'd like to say, I don't know. I know I'm embarrassed, but to everybody, I guess,
Yeah.
in my life, I think about every one of you all the time. Facebook friends, old and new. You all go through my head. You, my family, the most important thing ever, which I never really lived by the whole life when everybody said family first, family this, family that. I'm like, please, because there was us, but like the extended family, everybody, friends that are family, means a lot. My niece, I'm not her favorite aunt. I will be, damn it, before I die.
She'll get you, Malia. She will get
I
you.
just kidding, baby. I love you. No, I was hoping you would ask that question that you asked everybody at the end of it, that you asked Pablo. I don't know if you need to start doing that, asking that question.
What is there anything you want to your?
Yeah.
Fuck, I forgot what I asked him.
Because I've been practicing this one.
Kind of like, what do you want everybody to know about you?
Yeah. That question. Can I down this real quick?
Down it. It looks spicy as shit. It looks like it's got a lot of chili powder in it. Let me look at this while you're doing that. No, I can't even read. God. It doesn't even have the ingredients listed. That shit's got fucking tuberculosis in it or something.
Well, I'm going to say it has...
Oh, I thought it would have
Lots
way
of
more
caffeine.
way more salt in it. It's only got 125 milligrams. I thought it had
see?
like 1,200.
Okay. Is there anything I want people to know?
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to say?
I'm on this
Did
thing
I
all the
pressure
time.
you into having me here?
No, my plan was to have you. I just don't have like a set schedule or anything. But I knew you were available and you had asked me last weekend. So, and I thought it would be a good idea to have you on here. So I just got to figure out who's next and what. I'm hoping that more people will comment saying, "Hey, get this person on there and get that person on there." But it's usually mom.
I think everybody has a good story to tell. I would like to be on here again once you get to that point where it's straight to the story of, I don't know, I guess I pretty much covered a bunch of stuff already today.
There's always stuff to talk about. Like I said, this is just a conversation between me and you, and whatever we want to talk about, we talk about. There's nothing set. I didn't come in here with a bunch of questions that I want to ask you. That's why we go all over the place. That's why I want to do her again, because that first one was just a test run. I want to get her back on here and just talk to her.
I guess what I'm going to say is that I'm going to continue to strive to be the best, whatever role I play in everybody's life. I'll be a better sister. Why cry like that, bitch?
What?
Hold that. Let me drink.
You're already a good sister, so how are you going to be better?
Dang, what the...
What? Is it the cameras?
No, it's the liquor.
Do you need a...
Clean it?
Oh, can you get her some tissue paper real quick, Malia? I appreciate that.
I got something in my eye. No, it's just that I'm going to strive to be the best at whatever role I play in everybody's life. And what the heck? Well, I feel like a piece of shit right now for some strange reason. What's that little thing in the middle?
This right here?
Oh, that little guy. Aww. How cute is that? Where'd you get this?
Joanne made that for me.
I love it. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I need to clean it.
No, what's this
For all those wondering, this is a picture of me, Fatiba, and Felicia. I don't know if I can...
It's cute.
Let me see. I'm going to put it on this camera. It's going to block the camera real quick. How does that look, Malia? Yeah.
I'm the one in red. All day, every day. Just kidding, but no, him.
That's just a monk. Little monk guy.
Okay, little monk, be with me right now. While I
This
sit.
to me represents kind of like just peace,
I got some Buddhas at my house.
Yeah.
I like them. Well, I guess what I want people to remember me, or is that what you said? Something along
Yeah.
the line?
What's something you want to say that your
The way
children and your grandchildren will, when they watch this, let's say in the future, something that they'll remember you by. I'm gonna keep this here. This is part of the new set.
Oh, awesome. Okay, so I just say that I am the epitome of whatever you think about me. If you think I'm a bitch, watch. If you think I'm cool, I'm cool. If you think I'm hard, I'm hard. I could be the epitome of it. I want my grandbabies to know that, even my kids, that I would kill, kill for them, and not blink an eye. They're my world. Everybody, most people in my life, I'd go above and beyond for, and try and do anything I could for to help them. But most of all, I don't know. I guess it's just about my babies, my kids, you know. Good. And so I guess that's it. This is where we end.
That's where we ended. I appreciate you coming on, Flea. It's always a good discussion. We'll have you back on. We'll have another conversation. We'll talk. We'll have some more drinks.
Oh, dang.
We'll get a little deeper.
Oh, no. I'm a lightweight. I'm a lightweight.
That wasn't even light.
I'm on the blackout right now.
I put 2 shots in yours, but it was great.
What was it, though, again?
It's a Moscow Mule with huckleberry vodka. I think the huckleberry vodka is what makes it taste the best. Anyway, I appreciate you coming through.
I love you, Mom. Love you, Dad.
For everything. Thank you again, Malia, for being the Podemic social media manager. And for everybody, we'll see you next time. Thanks.